This is the 2018 IES Greenbelt Restoration and Environmental Education Network Project, or GREEN for short. It is a partnership between the Institute for Environmental Solutions, Wheat Ridge Parks and Recreation Department, and Color Strand Elementary School. The goals of this project were to provide sustainable environmental improvements to the Wheat Ridge Grain Belt while providing hands-on education and socialization opportunities for children at Color Strand Elementary School and hands-on naturalist activities for Sun Camp students at the Wheat Ridge Recreation Camp.
This is how we take care of the trees.
We are doing a nature walk and planting trees to help the environment.
Planting trees is very important because they help us breathe. Helps us breathe, and it helps nature form a better world for us.
The kids love to come and work out in the Greenbelt, and it makes a really big difference beyond just each individual tree and shrub, because the kids get to know what it takes to care for their environment, and they think long term. They remember year after year that they've planted trees. Very often they come back in the summer with their families to visit their trees.
Coming back in like 5 or 10 years and see how much they've grown, you can just get dirty and have fun and dig stuff.
The green belt's very important to me. I think it's one of Wheat Ridge's defining features, kind of like the Central Park of New York City. We've got our green belt.
The 2018 Green Project is the third year of the project. The first year, the 2016, happened about halfway down the trail. The 2017 plantings happened near the Kipling entrance. For the last spring, the 2018 project, we kind of filled in some sites towards the western end of the trail. And overall, the project has planted over 700 new shrubs, grasses, flowers, and tree species in the Greenbelt. And between the Color Strand kids and students and the Sun Camp kids and their counselors, there's been well over 2,000 hours of work put in by children from the Wheat Ridge area. So it's really been a wonderful project over the last 3 years.
We're here to talk about planting trees in the Greenbelt. Has anybody here already planted trees last year or the year before? Whoa, hooray! This is the first spring workshop at Color Strand Elementary School.
Does it depend like what foot?
It doesn't matter, whatever foot's most comfortable.
Today we worked with the students, teaching them about parts of trees, how to plant trees, how to work safely and enjoyably in the Greenbelt. And we started a new activity called nature journaling to teach the kids how to learn and observe about nature when they're in the Greenbelt.
The first scientists, what they did was they had to write things down and draw pictures, right? Because there were no computers.
Can somebody show me where the leaves on this are? You see any baby
right
leaves?
there.
Be very careful, very careful. Yeah, so we're starting to get some leaves right there, right? I'm gonna dig a hole big enough for the roots to fit in, right? We want the roots to be completely immersed.
The kids were really enthusiastic about this opportunity. I think they have a really good idea about how much fun it is to participate, learn about nature and ecology, and then have a chance to go out, plant trees, and this year, of course, they'll be able to see the trees that they planted last year and the year before.
You guys did a great job today.
So welcome to Green Planting Day 1. You excited? Yeah! All right. We are doing our first planting day with the Color Strand students.
Everybody got their gloves?
It is cold, there's snow on the ground, but we are ready to go.
Who's ready to get started? Me! Who's ready to get dirty?
Me! Right now I'm trying to plant a golden corral. It's like digging through like 3 layers of something. This white powdery stuff, aka snow, grass, dirt.
The kids are in a good mood and they're willing and excited to get out here and start digging holes, and then just making the connection between 10 years from now, these trees that you're planting today could potentially be the climbing trees in a few years.
My favorite part was like when we were digging.
And it was nice hanging out with my friend because we got to do so much teamwork.
We could use teamwork to plant the trees, and the trees help the environment, and it also just makes our world a better place.
You gotta rough it up so the roots kind of get a good start.
Some of these items won't naturally revegetate in this area, so by doing some planting and maybe some seeding, we'll get some quality plants in and maybe prevent some weeds from coming back in as well.
I'll get the mulch ready. I like planting and I just want to help our community.
What does snow have in it?
Snow has water.
Water, and we need water for our stuff to grow, right?
So the river is going to carry the sand the longest amount of time until it no longer has enough power, and that's where it's going to fall out.
They're having a lot of fun. They're really excited about getting in the dirt.
The kid I just helped, it was his first tree he'd ever planted, and that was awesome to see.
These kids were so excited. So they were smiling and happy, and they were asked to plant 4 trees, and many of them planted many more than that because they were having so much fun. Say green! Green! All right! Good morning, everybody! Good morning! Are we ready to go? Yeah! This is the second planting day in the Wheat Ridge Greenbelt.
Here, grab a couple hand tools too, please.
We had the kids divided up into 2 groups today. One group was planting trees and shrubs. The other group was weeding and mulching past planting sites. And then they did a journaling project.
We're trying to dig this big hole for this big tree.
The kids worked hard. They were tired. It was obvious. And I saw happiness. They were content. They enjoy being out here.
Okay, time to put water in.
Perfect. That was a good job.
I had to put the tree in, and then we're putting dirt and water in it for it to stay alive. It feels good.
Without the volunteers, we couldn't do this. The volunteers are so important.
Real gently, like rub it to kind of loosen up the roots.
Yeah.
I love teaching the kids about how to correctly plant a plant, and they always enjoy it. So that's probably my favorite part, the teaching part.
Good job. All right, next plant.
The students get to collaborate together, learn the importance of teamwork and the results of teamwork. Being of service to the community helps them grow in their perspective as an individual, not just academically.
Just gets them out. It makes them feel ownership, like a little mini tree steward. And I think it's important for them to grasp the concept of urban forestry and renewing our resources through planting trees and shrubs and keeping the area healthy.
Being able to help the environment so we don't grow up in a generation without trees.
1, 2, 3.
So we've got roots, and what are these?
Leaves.
Leaves, and then we've got the stem.
The next step is the second workshop where we will teach the kids how to maintain the trees and shrubs that they planted. We're going to be writing thank you notes for our funders, and they're going to be learning about mapping, and they're also going to continue the journaling activity.
So what we're going to do is we are going to make a map of our project.
So we got 4 different sponsors who all helped us, right, with getting stuff ready for planting day.
They really enjoy helping the community and planting the trees, and it's something that they really never stop talking about. The program also connects to our science lessons. They've learned a lot about plants and trees this year, so that really helped to engage their interest as well.
This program is wonderful because it gives the kids the opportunity to give back to their community, how growth happens, how life happens, and it gives them the chance to really understand what it is to maintain and take care of our earth.
My favorite part was the nature. I like nature stuff. And I like how the plants, they look pretty and they're green, and I feel like they keep me safe.
And we wanted to thank you guys. You guys did such an amazing job out there, and we just want to take some time to say thank you.
Today we're here with the Sun Campers from the Wheat Ridge Parks and Recreation Department. It's a program throughout the summer where they get to come out twice a week and help IES care for the 2017 green planting site. So they water and mulch and weed twice a week, and then during special programs once a month they work with Susan Bennett from Wheat Ridge Parks and Recreation Department to do tree measurements to see how their work throughout the summer has affected the trees that they're working on.
I love to be a part of this because I love seeing our volunteers, the teachers, the kids enjoying this open space. Year after year, we can see the improvement as the trees grow and the tree canopy improves, and we reduce the erosion along the creek and make this just a better place to live.
To help out the planet, because the planet's kind of getting trashed by people like littering and chopping down trees to make paper and different things. It's very challenging. It's a great activity. It could inspire us to do this more.
This is so important because it gives the kids an opportunity to be outside, to have a hands-on environmental education, and science is best learned hands-on. I just love the excitement and knowing that what we're doing today is going to be helping tomorrow.
We received grant funding from the City of Wheat Ridge outside agency contribution. We have received a grant from Patagonia Denver, and this year we received a new grant from the Community First Foundation that supports community improvement in Jefferson County. We're very grateful to our sponsors.